The aliens fly around in spaceships and teleport into different dimensions, making crop circles while the government has no idea what's going on. Welcome to day 16 of being unemployed in America. I've been unemployed for so long now that I wouldn't say mentally it's becoming challenging, but I'm accepting my reality more day after day that the money that we make isn't even real. So if you think about it, we're working for employers that have employees that snitch on us, that want to micromanage us and want to fire us all in one day. Like, I don't like being micromanaged, and I think it's bullshit. It's like when my manager wants to micromanage me, I start like growling. I'm like rah. I'm like I like barking like a dog. Bark, 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 rah. That when I'm getting that, and that's what I say when I'm getting micromanaged. And even though I'm not employed right now, that's what I would do, and that may lead me to be fired. But what's the point of all this? What's the, like? Doesn't matter if we get fired or not, because the employers don't really care about us. Because the thing is, they don't give us benefits. I would like to think my employer cares about me, and some of my past jobs they did, but most of them they didn't. You know, and we grew up in high school. We had the best times of our lives, like smoking the cushy kush, with friends, going to parties and stuff. And then you grow up as an adult, and it's just shit. It's just you got to deal with assholes constantly. You got to deal with the pressure of performance, and you got to not be late to work. Like, I know when I was employed, I was late every fucking day. I was late, and it didn't. At a certain point, I'm like, the shit doesn't even matter if I'm late or not. Whether I get fired or not, who cares? But what can we do to make life fun again? Especially like I'm implied like especially when I'm talking to these employers when I'm applying for jobs, on Indeed. Like, I can just tell they have no fun in their life. Like, they either hate their jobs, they fire people constantly, terminate people for no reason at all, just to turn a profit for the business. It's as if they have no soul. Like, they have no soul. So these corporate puppets, they get sold out. And they don't realize this when they're in the position. Like, they may be offered a lot of money, like they may make bank, but they sold their soul to the company. It's as if you're selling your soul to the devil and all this. I'm not talking about religion stuff like that, but it's as if you're signing a contract, you're selling your soul away. That's what it freaking feels like. At least for me. Shit, I'm not selling my soul to nobody. Screw that, dude. Like, I'm not working more than 40 hours a week at a business. Unless it's my own business, then I would do that. Because you're passionate about it. But, I mean, why can't we just make enough money to live? Like, why can't we just make enough money to afford our bills? Like, why do we have to live in this reality that in America, the greatest country in the world, that we can't afford our bills because there's a monopoly over everything? Everything has to, for say, be like an investment. Like, these real estate moguls own hundreds of thousands of apartments, but then we have to pay sky high rents. Like, that's not fair, you know. But waiting for the government to fix something will never happen. So if you're waiting for the government to fix that situation, dude, it's never going to happen, because the government, frankly, doesn't care about us or its neighbors or other countries. I mean, they do so much like wrong stuff and spending money that now there's wars in different countries because everyone's pissed off about inflation. So if you think about it, it's the government's fault, kind of. Like, I'm not putting all the blame on the government, but I strongly feel that we should be pissed off about that. Like, we should be pissed off we can't live to survive when we should be thriving. Like, how if you roll back the clock 5 or 10 years or 20 years, like we should be living like only working 3 days a week, if you think about it. But we're living the opposite life because the government fucks everything up, and then the business owners are pigs, greedy pigs that want they don't care really about the employees under them, whether they're corporate or not. They just want as much money as humanly possible, so they don't spend it. So it's like they're hoarding money. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like it's not slavery or nothing like that, but it's pretty close because you're working a job where you have to make money to survive, or you're going to lose your house and be homeless on the street. If you don't think that's prison, you got to think again because it is. But I wouldn't say quit your job. Like I would never recommend to quit your job in this economy, especially when it's hard to get a job. Like when I'm applying on Indeed, like it'll take a month to get employed. By that time, I'll be completely bankrupt. So it's like, why am I frustrated? Why am I pissed off? Like, dude, like I'll scream out the window right now. Hold up. Ah, ah, yeah. That's how I feel about this economy right now. And I, I go from not caring to caring a lot. But you know what's funny? I think someone was driving by and see me screaming out the window. That shit's hilarious, dude. I was like screaming out the window. Get this, guys! Like I was screaming out the window, and these people were watching me from the other side of the this abandoned complex. Like that shit's funny, but like, what are we supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to keep applying for jobs when it's like I've been unemployed for 16 days? So once we get to a month, then I'll start freaking out, dude. I'm like, I will freak out because I'm passionate about making money, and I don't want to be unemployed forever. And it feels like that sometimes. Like whatever I say, tell you guys, like don't quit the mission, keep going. But the sad thing about reality, we may need to leave people behind that we really love, especially. But then we think about it, we're doing it for money. That's like greed. We're doing it for greed. Where I think the religions and stuff say that if you're doing it just for the money, then it's corruption or something like that. Like I'm not corrupt. I know I'm not gonna let these employers corrupt me. Screw that, because they could screw off because they take my life enough away from me that I have to work 40, 50 hours a week for them. It's like, what the hell, dude? And then on top of that, we have to drive home. We got to do all this stuff in our lives. And then we realize we don't have a lot of time left in life to do things we love. So I say, make a schedule where you have fun. So including fun in your schedule, like if you're unemployed right now, like I've been fucking unemployed, like maybe I should be reading books. Like I haven't read a book in like years. I wouldn't say I'm illiterate, but like it's been getting pretty close. So like, and I don't know if my hearing's off or no, my memory. Since COVID, my memory's been like shot out. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Like people be telling me stuff and I just forget about it. Like I don't know. Like I hopefully that's not COVID. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. So hopefully things get better. But share and subscribe. And thanks for watching the series. Thank you. Bye bye.